So Gorilla Tag ghosts and creepypastas have become a big part of the community at this point, but let's be honest, it's a bit messy with people saying that's real and that's fake, so I decided to make this video to show you guys what my opinion is on how Gorilla Tag ghosts work. Okay, so I think there are 5 levels of rarities of Gorilla Tag ghosts. Level 1, Commoner, Level 2, Rare, Level 3, Super Rare, Level 4, Legendary, and Level 5, Mythical. Anyways, here are a list of servers that these ghosts can spawn in. One's nearer the top being more popular, and one's near the bottom being more unknown, and you're more likely to find rarer ones in the unknowner servers. Anyways, before I start talking about who these ghosts are, let's first talk about real or fake. Now, what counts as real in my book is if it meets certain requirements for that ghost. For example, if a ghost can make some kind of creepy noise, and it does make that creepy noise, then it's real, regardless of if it's just a guy with a soundboard. Anyways, let's start talking about these ghosts, starting with the level 1 ghosts. Okay, so let's start with PBV. He's by far the most popular, and he's probably the first. I say probably because he's got a very messed up origin, but to keep things short, he joins your private server and can ban you. That's basically it. Since he's really popular, you get a lot of copycats and fakers, so yeah. Now, PBV is in fact the only creepypasta on level 1, so let's just move on to level 2. Next up, we have Ekko, who is said to be the opposite of PBV. He's supposed to be good and he doesn't ban you, and his main goal is to destroy PBV, apparently. Now, I don't really know where he came from, but I do see him a lot as he is getting more popular. I don't really have much else to say, but yeah. Now, next up we have J3VU, which I recently found. Now, he was obviously fake, but he told us via cryptic messages that he is basically PvP before he was evil, and that Ekko is basically PvP from the future, implying that there's some kind of timeline going on. And that's all there is on level 2, let's move on to level 3. Next up we have Every Chimp, who is fake because, well, I created him. Now, he is basically, what he does is he watches you from the treehouse, and he doesn't really do much besides that, unless you record him. If you record him, however, he'll end up distorting your recording footage, and if you upload it to YouTube, it'll make it worse as he edits and changes the description. In fact, the first Gorilla Tag video, and the first public video on this channel, is actually about him, so yeah, go watch that. Now we have Peeler, who I'm planning to make a video on. Now, Peeler, basically, according to the story, he's basically a monkey who sees every other monkey as bananas, so when he sees them, he tries to eat them, i.e. cannibalizing them. Creepy, I know. There isn't much information about them, but I'm gonna talk about them in a future video. Now we have Error Code, or Name 1 as he's sometimes called. Now, we don't know much about him, similar to Peeler. All we do know is that he can black out your headset for several days, but nothing too major has happened as of yet, so moving on. Okay, so all the ghosts we've talked about up until this point has been fairly tame, but now we're getting on to level 4, and this is where things get crazy. Okay, so here comes my personal favourite ghost, Null. Now, Null is basically Alexa. He'll do anything you say. You ask him to hug everyone, he'll hug everyone. You ask to give him the finger to everyone, he'll give the finger to everyone. However, if you tag him, he goes a bit crazy, and his main goal changes from whatever you told him to do to tag everyone. Now, here we have 9, who, contrary to Null, is my least favourite, because he banned me. That's right, if you touch him, you get banned for a week. Coming up next, we actually have 2 ghosts. One of them is called Death, and one of them is called God. They both act the same way. they hang around in the sky, and they both play distorted music. The one thing they mainly have in difference besides their name is their colour, with death being black and God being white. Next up we have level 5 ghosts, and there's only one level 5 ghost. This ghost is Paul. He's called Paul. Now, some say he was made before PvP, which I've checked and is true. Now, the original video he appeared in has since been taken down, but basically, he doesn't take the form of a monkey like the previous ghosts. He actually haunts the siren and will play weird and distorted music on the siren. Be in a server that he's playing music on the siren on, and you'll get permanently banned. And yeah, that's it. Make sure to subscribe and...
Kill a level. Ring heated.